What up? It's your boy Prims here. I just got a new idea for a brand new smash hit movie. So, you know how we got the Marvel Cinematic Universe and less popularly the DC Cinematic Universe? And I say less popularly because why would you give two movies to Zack Snyder after he fucks up one already? But I digress. So we got the superhero cinematic universes. Now Universal is planning the monster cinematic universes. You got the MonsterVerse, which started with Godzilla. Now we got Kong Skull Island, and then Kong and Godzilla are gonna face off. So we got those monsters. Maybe they're gonna do something with like Mothra or something like that. So anyway, we got the monsters, but Universal's also planning a cinematic universe revolving around the horror monsters from the golden age of horror, which include the first movie is going to be The Mummy, and then they're going to do Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein. I think they're going to do Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Invisible Man. And but when I was reading through all their plans for the horror cinematic universe, I didn't see anything about Dracula. And I was scrolling on Dracula.net and I didn't see nothing. So I thought, let me think of my own Dracula movie. I can pull this off, and I'm pretty sure I got a smash hit blockbuster under my belt. And I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it on you. So this movie opens up, and okay, the movie's gonna be called Dracula 2020. And the tagline is going to be Dracula's final Halloween. And you're like, whoa, Halloween, what? Is Michael Myers in this movie? Are they both in it? Shut up for 1 second and let me explain. Michael Myers is not in the movie. Get that thought right out of your head. So, Dracula wakes up in Transylvania. This is the first scene in the movie. He wakes up in Transylvania, and he says, like, this is the final Halloween. I can't take it anymore. And the viewer doesn't really know what that means. And by the way, Dracula is being played by none other than Robert De Niro, veteran A-list actor, Oscar winner of many Oscars. I don't know how many, but a lot. You can go look that up for yourself if you really care. So, without further ado, that's the only context we get. And then Robert De Niro Dracula just starts butchering everybody in Transylvania. Just ripping people apart, drinking their blood, eating their flesh, just unspeakable horrors. He just goes on a rampage. And this movie, by the way, is gonna have an X rating. So, keep the kids at home, tuck them into bed, and then maybe hire a sitter, or like, if the kids are old enough, just put the alarm on and stuff, and then you go to the movie, only the adults. Or people above the age of majority in your respective countries. So anyway, so he starts killing everybody in Transylvania. And he kills everyone, like every living person. You thought the John Wick body count was heavy? You ain't seen nothing yet. This might have to be a two-parter film, but we'll see. So, he then goes in wider Europe. He kills everybody in England and in France, and he goes to Italy, but he can't kill everybody there because you can't have Robert De Niro killing all the Italians. It doesn't look very good. So he kills like maybe half of them. And then just drinking blood. Like he's consumed right now like a full blood bank of blood times like 50. So then he makes his way to Canada. Goes to Toronto. He sucks everybody's blood over there. He kills Drake. Drake makes a cameo in this movie. So Drake, if you're listening to this, better not have plans in 2019 because you're going to be filming this movie. Oh, the computer went on. Whatever. So then he makes his way to the U.S. And now the U.S. is like ready for attack. So you got a task force, special forces, led by, pick a bonehead action star, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, someone like that. So they're just training all these people. They're going to go capture Dracula. But he's making his way through the states. He's ravaging every single state he passes by, and then he gets to like the capital and he's going for the president, and it's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's like no, and they all like they do some sort of thing where everybody bands together with like every single paraphernalia that like Dracula's allergic to, or all the threats, like the crucifix and the garlic. They're just reeling in garlic by the pound, dumping it on them. Crucifixes are just shooting them. Every gun shoots a crucifix, and they're just shooting the crucifixes at them right in the heart. And it gets to the point where they finally defeat him. And it's like, you have any last words? So, Dracula, Robert De Niro, why did you do all this rampage? Like, what the heck? Why did you do this on Halloween of 2020? And then Dracula zooms into his face. And he says, whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? And then the whole crowd at once, as they burn him at the stake, just start chanting, "It's now the mash! It's now the mash! It's now the monster mash!" And then the movie ends, and then the monster mash plays over the credits. So let me know if any directors want to take up this project. Maybe Martin Scorsese, put the Rolling Stone songs in there, or I don't know, David Lynch after Twin Peaks, after he's done with that. Anyway, let me know. I'll be here in Toronto. So just let me know. I'll be there. Haha.